we rarely stop to appreciate the sheer complexity of our vision. The human eye, an organ often cited as the second most complex structure in the body after the brain, is a miraculous, self-contained machine that translates light into the vibrant reality we experience. But how exactly does this biological camera work? The journey of sight begins with light, and the first barrier it meets is the cornea. This transparent outer dome acts as the eye's primary window. What's astonishing is that the cornea it contains no blood vessels, drawing the oxygen it needs directly from the air around us. It is also exceptionally sensitive, instantly triggering a blink and reflex if even the smallest foreign particle touches its surface. After passing the cornea, light enters the aqueous humor and then encounters the pupil. The pupil isn't a structure itself, but rather an aperture, a dark, empty opening in the center of your eye. Its black appearance is simply the absence of light within the eyeball. Surrounding and controlling the pupil is the iris, the colored part of your eye. The iris functions precisely like the diaphragm of a camera, utilizing tiny muscles to expand or contract the size of the pupil, meticulously regulating the exact amount of light permitted to enter. Too much light? The pupil shrinks. Too little? It expands to gather every photon possible. Behind the iris and pupil is the lens. Unlike the cornea, the lens is flexible, constantly adjusting its shape to fine-tune the focusing of light. It works hard to ensure that the incoming light rays converge perfectly onto the retina at the back of the eye. This ability to adjust shape, known as accommodation, is crucial for seeing objects clearly both near and far. However, if the eyeball is slightly misaligned, vision problems arise. In myopia, or nearsightedness, the eyeball is often too long, causing light to focus slightly in front of the retina. Conversely, hyperopia, or farsightedness, occurs when the eyeball is too short, pushing the focal point behind the retina. Once the light passes through the vitreous humor, the gel that fills the eyeball, it finally reaches the retina, the light-sensitive screen at the back of the eye. This is where the magic begins. Due to the way the light is refracted by the lens, the image projected onto your retina is actually upside down. Within the retina are millions of specialized photoreceptor cells, the rods and the cones. The cones are the color specialists. Humans typically possess 3 types of cones, sensitive to red, green, and blue light. The intricate combinations and signals from these 3 types allow us to perceive an estimated 7 million different shades and colors. The rods, far outnumbering the cones, are our low-light experts. They are highly sensitive to dim light and are responsible for detecting shades of black, white, and gray, and are essential for our peripheral vision. These photoreceptors don't just register light, they convert the photonic energy into electrochemical signals. These signals are then gathered and funneled into the brain's high-speed cable. The optic nerve, the spot where the optic nerve exits the back of the eyeball, creates a peculiar structural necessity, the blind spot. Since this area is entirely devoid of light-sensing rods and cones, any light falling directly on it vanishes. Remarkably, we rarely notice this void because our brain expertly fills in the missing visual information based on the surrounding context. The final destination for these electric signals is the visual cortex, located at the back of the brain. The brain takes the raw, inverted, and sometimes incomplete data from the eyes and performs the ultimate translation. It corrects the upside-down image, interprets the color signals, and synthesizes it all into the coherent, 3-dimensional, right-side-up world we consciously perceive. Our perception of color itself is a profound interaction between physics and biology. A red apple appears red not because it emits red light, but because its surface absorbs every other wavelength of light, reflecting only the red wavelength back into our eye. Conversely, a black object absorbs nearly all light, while a white object reflects almost everything. The elegance and efficiency of the eye's structure, constantly communicating with the complex processing power of the brain, is a testament to natural engineering. It's an ongoing high-speed relay race that allows us to connect with the world in breathtaking detail.